A teenager accused of hiring a classmate to kill his own mom. What is going on here? Rasim Khan, single mom in Houston, Texas, again describes a great mom. A mom who sacrificed, worked 14 hours a day for this kid. Made sure he had new clothes, new cell phone, bought him a new car while she's driving the old Jeep. So why was she killed? Cops say her son told them his mom was too strict. All she was doing was setting things like a curfew, some boundaries for this young man. She was doing what a responsible parent does, and he's accused of offering $4,000 to his friend to have her killed. And cops say the kid even played lookout while his own mother was brutally stabbed and stabbed dozens of times. It's unthinkable. We'll take your calls, your comments, thoughts, questions, 1-877. Tell HLN's the number. Joining us to talk about it, welcome back, Michelle Gollan, clinical psychologist. You also read more of her thoughts at momlogic.com. Lisa Bloom's with us, CNN legal analyst from our sister network, and also with us, investigative journalist Michelle Sagona. You can always check for updates on some of these stories at michellesagona.com. Michelle Sagona, I'll start with you. What more do we know about this crime? I mean, he played lookout while his mom was being brutally murdered. That's what we believe?
This is what investigators did, in fact, tell me earlier today, that he was sitting outside while his friend that he allegedly hired went in to basically kill his mother. And allegedly he stabbed, Muhammad is the gentleman's name, did stab the woman multiple times, dozens of times, and she did put up a fight. And so the inside of the place where they lived was quite a crime scene when investigators did arrive there. And actually her son claims that he came home the next day on November 25th to find the door open and his mother dead.
Oh. And again, the motive, that mom was too strict. Michelle Gollan, let's talk about that motive for just a moment. Yeah. Too strict. I mean, you're thinking, you know, if he's going to go to these lengths, she's got to be an abusive mom, a bad mom. Not that that would even absolve the situation, but she was a great mom. Just making sure he came home at night and there was a curfew.
Right, right. But what I've seen, Mike, in the reports that I read was a kid that was also very self-centered, very narcissistic, and it seems like he was also really indulged. And I'm concerned that this is what may have contributed to this behavior. And the idea that she maybe started setting limits with him, and then that was intolerable for him, and he went ahead and hired someone to kill her.
It's unbelievable. Facebook comment again. This is from Nikki writing, kids are way too spoiled today and don't get any discipline. Kind of going along with your point, Michelle. Let's bring in Lisa Bloom on this. Lisa, before we get to the legal angle and what you do with these two as far as punishment, what do you make of that? That a 17-year-old, I mean, are you in that mindset that this kid was so spoiled that anything that would come against him, this is the way he'd lash out?
Well, you know, I don't know enough to make that determination. I certainly know that many people are murdered in this country for less, you know, over a pair of $20 sneakers, over a watch. So he may be saying that this is the reason his mom was too strict. I would expect that there was probably a lot more going on, at least in his mind. I'm certainly not blaming the victim in any way, but I expect that there's a lot more to this story. Usually it's pretty easy for investigators to put together hitman type of cases because you have an extra witness. You have somebody with a motivation to talk, and that would be the hitman. So legally, from a legal point of view, this shouldn't be too difficult for them to put all the pieces together.